You can ask me, right?
So how to manage before having child?
Managing, I'm a management,
How to handle?
I'm an MBA. Yeah, these are all different. You write down manage, handle, write down all that words, whatever you want to put as an adjective. This is a normal question by most of the parents and teachers. How to manage a class, how to handle a class. I handle mathematics, I take mathematics. Right? What do you do in the class? What do you do in the class?
We will teach them.
Yeah, you will teach, right to teach. What do you do? Now don't use those words, some other new word. Akrami. Kramam means order. When it is in order, he turns it and sits, that means not in order. Kramam is order. What is opposite of kramam? Akram. Whoever does not in order is called akramam. See, you see the literature meaning and the beauty of that, no? This is how you should analyze. Okay. What do you do? Another adjective, another word. What do teachers do in the class?
Prepare for life.
Prepare.
Changes.
Yeah, that is how.
I make them to learn.
Make them to learn.
Learn.
These are all some jargons which many teachers will use. See, manage is a very beautiful word, but a useless word. I have a book called Life Made Simple, in which I have written, don't use the word manage. If I have 3 guests at home, I don't know cooking, I manage. Is it a good word or a bad word? Yeah, but why do you want to manage your children? I don't manage my class. If I don't know how to do, and somehow I do, it is called a. I have got 10 requirements for vehicle. I have only 5 vehicles. I say drop him and then drop like this and then go. Manage it. Do you think a collector does like that? Who is the person who manages a district? Collector, district collector. What is his degree? No. Eh? IAS. Administrative service. Administration is a bigger word. Controller. Earlier there were accounts manager, accounts controller. Control means don't spend. Keep some balance. When people become rich, they said manage it with this money. Don't have to keep balance. But today's situations are not that. Medicine. What is that word? Medicine. Administration. Polio vaccine. Why is it polio vaccine managing? Yeah, there are 10 people, I have only 10 drops. By mistake, 1 drop has gone down. What do? Manage it and put. Do you like that, or you open a new bottle and then give it? Correct? This is your class, not my class. Who has to permit you? Just come. No student should ask permission to enter a class, in your class also. Understood? This is my basic rule. To go out also. I never took attendance in my life. I was a government servant 20 years. 20 years I never signed my attendance certificate. No attendance is signed by DrTPS in Department of Space. Recording it. Who made the rule, you know? TN Shashi. Space Department people need not sign. Your work is your attendance, not a physical presence. Therefore, when I went to an engineering college as an executive director, when I went to a management professor, I said, I never signed in government, so I am not going to sign in colleges also. Difficult, no?
When you are in a system, you are bound to
No.
the system, right?
System is made by the people.
Then who is going to
You have to have that power to change the system. So what happened was, in my engineering college, I made a system, I got an appointment as a professor without a department. DrTPS professor, that's it. Which department? I will not tell. Whichever department, whichever teacher is absent, I will go and teach. So I taught computer science, I taught mechanical engineering, I taught civil engineering, I taught electrical engineering, I taught civil engineering, I taught management, I taught maths, physics, chemistry and literature, English communication. I taught most of the subjects. Not that I don't know, I know all these subjects I know. Up to engineering, whole syllabus I know. I know. Not that I learned, I know. That's my guarantee. Tell me, should I talk to the system or system will change or they will change me? See, if you have power, I'll tell you, if you have, that's what I'm saying, TN Session changed Indian election. People don't remember other election commissioners, but everybody knows TN Session. He changed. Can you think that he was our first secretary from IAS secretary, also represents Department of Space in the headquarters. I also worked in headquarters. He changed the rule saying that Space Department people need not sign because they are all researchers. They can go to any library, sit and read. Do you think that no, every day I have to come 9 o'clock? No. And I'll tell you, in whole service, not even a single day I went late in my office. When there was a Mandal commission, VP Singh, there was a whole block. Previous day I went and slept in my office so that I don't miss my office. That's a commitment. You understood? You should have that mentality. For such people, you have that power. I came to Bangalore many times to ISRO to give lectures, talk to administrative people saying that how you can make people disciplined. Discipline is not coming at exact time and going at exact time. Discipline is your commitment. I am not managing my job. I am doing my job. My wife is a scientist. She is a director for one center. She goes at 10:30. Office starts at 9 o'clock. Indisciplined. She works up to 8 o'clock. Right? When you go to Delhi, 5 o'clock morning flight, 2 o'clock you have to start from home. You ask what time I started yesterday, I send a message, I started from home. Minimum 3 hours, Hyderabad traffic with that if you want to reach, minimum 2 hours, 3 hours before that you have to report to the aircraft. No, 3 hours, morning 5 o'clock, 2 o'clock, you have to start. After the meeting from Delhi, while she comes back, it will be 12 midnight. Next day also, she goes to the office. Actually, there is a rule which says that no, you can take off. I was asking my wife the other day, after becoming director, how many days you are off from office? She said, no day. Every day I am in office, including Saturday, Sunday. 24 hours, we work 24 hours. And after coming from office also, there will be a lot of calls. Every day there will be some preparation. So much of job to be done, no? I will tell you, teachers are the most relaxed people in the world. You have nothing to learn. You learn once, the whole life you can use it. Syllabus is not changing that well. Only thing you can use little creativity, little buddhi, little commitment so that you become active in the class, so that your students don't remember now. They will remember after 10 years. Oh, I had a teacher like this. I was telling in the morning. When my son was in KG, not that I went to my KG teacher's house just like that. First day itself, my son assembly, generally drill PT teachers will make them to stand straight like this, right? The PT teacher is not an English professor. So he said, don't look here and there. So my son started thinking, don't look here, don't look there. He found only one solution, closed his eyes and stood there. So I went to tell the KG teacher that improve the English of your physical education teacher. Otherwise you are teaching good English in the class, but all the commands are bad English, which has got great influence, right? Right? I'll tell you one mistake, including principal's mistakes I'll tell you. Yesterday you were telling the backside people move first. Immediately you correct it. I found your correction also. There is no backside. There is only back and front. Side is only this. Immediately she corrected. First she said back side because that's how you heard many times. So it will not go. I also make some mistakes like this. When I heard this, I can't stop. But immediately I corrected. Got it? You want to manage or you want to be an administrator, creative teacher? Use all your resources. Keep on filling it so that you can deliver maximum. That's called administration.
Sir, how do we bring in discipline as an individual and as a teacher?
What is, see, all of you heard about yoga. That yoga which you heard is only a physical yoga, which is actually stupid and useless. You can look at DrTPS yoga. I say yoga is a monkey's task today. Putting your hand on your leg and leg on your hand, putting upside down. These are not at all Indian yoga. It is all to be blamed by Bangalore and Mysore people. Do you know the history of yoga? Who is the modern yoga master in the world? Yeah. He and his gurus were jobless fellows and his cousin were a gymnastics. No jokes. Google. And they want to demonstrate and enjoy the guests in Mysore Palace, mixing yoga and gymnastics together, and then started this. I have a picture in which Sai Baba of Puttavarthi is sitting as an 18-year-old boy and looking at what gymnastics is happening. He was also a guest there. Mysore Palace has contributed a great, and they started in 1920. All their record. First yoga class in Bangalore. Mysore Palace sponsored program. In 1950 it was closed after independence. Probably the first colleges which was closed after independence would have been the yoga teaching center in Bangalore. And what happened was, you look at, I don't know, you must not have even heard yoga teacher. You are a yoga teacher? Yoga teachers also would not have heard. Bua. B-H-U-A-B-U-A. Bua. Bua is a great yoga master in Western country, America. He went in 1960s. Beautiful, funny fellow. He will show all the yoga which any yoga person can do. But his magical power was he can blow the coach 40 minutes non-stop. He was called in many countries not to speak, not to show yoga. Go there on the podium, blow the conch, go back. He was paid a lot of money. He had a lot of disciples. One of the disciples is the NGO secretary in the United Nations, Dilip Tankachan. Actually, he is a Christian Hindu. He is from Kerala. Because of him, I am in the advisory council for Yoga Council in the United Nations. There also I'll say, all that what you are showing is only gymnastics yoga. Have you seen any of our gods in Shirshasana? Why? You know who is the best yoga poster shown by a god?
Lord Shiva.
Shiva has some relation to him. Shiva's son. Ayyappa. And Ayyappa, you can see, he sits both hands and then putting the hand like this. That's called the Pattabandhasana. Pattabandhasana. That is the best yoga practice. Your physical body becomes the shortest and smallest. That is yogasana. Okay. But that is not what you asked. Discipline. Why did I say this? Actual yoga is yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. In that third step is only yogasana. Yama, non-violence. Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi said non-violence, right? But do you know there is a great quote by Mahatma Gandhi? If Cowardness. You know what's cowardness?
Opposite. Courage.
Yeah. Give me an option between cowardness and violence. I prefer violence. That's Mahatma Gandhi's quote. Many people would not have heard this also, because we think that Mahatma Gandhi always took non-violence as the great. No. He says non-violence is good, but if somebody suppose something is happening and I am not very okay, I will ask you another question. The other day I was talking on, I'm an LLB, so I have a legal. I used to attend a moot court I stayed in Kaveri Bhavan. Next to that is court complex. Behind that there are family courts. Many of the judges were my uncle's close friends. So I had a great fortune of learning counseling, family counseling there. I was permitted to sit. Generally family court, no public will be allowed to speak, but we will say Shashi Kumar can sit. I was doing PhD that time, but I used to sit in a corner and listen to all the cases. Nice to listen to somebody's fighting at home. That's how my law interest was from there. And my roommate who I was doing PhD was a law student. Those days, first batch of after plus 2 law started. He was from a Malayalam medium. Court, KG Road starting was the law college. He was studying there. Many my batch hostel mates were law students. All of them will come to my room in the evening. I will teach law. So I did not study law, I started teaching law. So I learned law. Let me ask you one question. Who has the power to arrest somebody in India? Somebody wanted to arrest me. Who can arrest me today if I do some crime? I retired as an IG's post. Sub-inspector cannot come and arrest me. Do you know that? My rank was, I was with the Director General of Security. Director General of Security is Prime Minister's office. Prime Minister's office is above Home Minister's office. So I was with the Prime Minister's office. So normal police cannot come and arrest me. He has to salute and then ask higher officer to come to arrest me. So but that is wrong.
The general public as such who can arrest.
That is also wrong. Eh? Anyone can arrest anybody else in this country. If I find that she is going to hit her, if I have a doubt that, what is her name?
Ranjita.
Eh?
Ranjita.
Ganjiga.
Ranjita. Ranjita.
What is it?
Ranjita.
What is it?
Ranjita.
What is it?
Ranjita.
Yeah, this is another lesson. Whenever somebody asks your name, no, Ranjita is good enough. 3 times, 2 times when you ask, I am not able to catch. I got it first itself. But I wanted to give another lesson to you. That's why I asked. To check whether to do it. You should spell your name. That's a rule. Understood? Pronunciation can be different, but spelling is always same. Correct? 2 times I asked your name. I am not able to catch. What is to be done? Spell it. Okay. Suppose Ranjita wanted to fight, feels that she is going to hit you. What is that you do? Run away.
Stop her. I will stop her.
Arrest her. The word is called arrest. So what is to be done? Take a rope, tie her somewhere. That is the first job anybody can do in this country. Immediately you should report to the head of the institution. Head of the institution immediately should report to police. So who can arrest whom? On the road I am seeing somebody is going to hit somebody, immediately, even you have no right to hit him, but you have a right to tie him. You understood? That means arrest means don't allow him to move. Seize. Okay. So we were telling about violence and non-violence. Is it a violence? As per India, it is not a violence. To arrest somebody is not a violence. Hitting him is a violence. So it's all contextual based on the rules. Where, when, why, I keep saying WWWWH. Where, when, what, why, whom, in front of whom. There is no wrong in kissing somebody. Even I can kiss a student. But if I kiss a student when nobody is there in the hall, in a room, can be a violence. You understood? I can pat somebody. I can hug somebody. I can lift somebody. Anything can be done. In movie you see a lot of things, right? Don't you see? In the movie there are a lot of people with the camera and you are showing it public. Kissing is also shown. But do you think the same actor can kiss that actress or actress can kiss actress? It's not a crime, right, in India? But the other way it happens, it becomes a crime. Correct or not? Same they do it without anybody, no camera in front, it becomes an offense. So where, when, why, who, in front of whom, all that matters. So violence you understood. Yama, niyama. Niyama is what you asked. Suppose there is a rule which says 7 o'clock you have to come, and then you come late, and then you ask why are you late? Then you keep explaining, I am late because my mother-in-law got me late. My husband was very lazy today. Isn't that expected to be as an answer? Why is not asking reason. Why is only questioning, right? So how do you become disciplined? Giving an explanation is discipline? No. Explanations are not discipline. But generally what do? We give explanation. So are you a disciplined fellow or indisciplined fellow? Giving an explanation, giving an excuse is an indiscipline. Generally we think, oh, it's nice to give some explanation. No explanation. The question why is make you to think yourself that why, so that you should not repeat it. So what should be your answer? Or what should be the student's answer? I will manage to come tomorrow. Yeah. I'll try to come tomorrow. No. Try is a bad word. Manage is a bad word. I don't like these words. I keep asking children or everybody to write try, cut it. No try. If somebody says I'll try to come, definitely that means they are not going to come. You call somebody for a marriage and then say I'll try to come. You can mark them negative. They will not come. I'll manage to come. Don't believe me. Why you cannot say I'll come? That's it. Okay. These are all self-discipline. Self-discipline is you decide that I am going to be disciplined. That's why I said DrTPS never went late in my office. But then I closed my office 20 minutes early. I'm an indisciplined fellow. I got a new director, he called me and then said, how can you close the office 20 minutes early when everybody is up to 5:30? I said, put somebody else in that post. I will close at 20 minutes. Indisciplined fellow, no? Yes. Because I was keeping all the secret documents in my office. 5:30 everybody closes. I have to ensure everything is kept. That takes 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And I made a rule, my key will not be left to the security. I made a, you have soap dabba those days, no? The visiting card dabba. I kept the chavi inside, put a wrap there, signed there by 2 people. And why are you doing it? I said, I do it because it's my responsibility. If one document goes from her, I am in jail. Director will not be in jail, right? You take that responsibility. You should have reason. That reason should be convincing. It doesn't mean last 10 minutes you work, no. And I am the first person who gave a music system in my working place. With a jukebox. You know the jukebox is, you can put lot of CDs, people can listen to music. And when I asked, somebody said, how can you do that? I said, innovation, let me check whether the productivity increases for 6 months. It will cost money. Yeah, money is there with me. In my office, we have a lot of money. I can decide how I spend. No, you cannot do that because nobody did earlier. I said, that's innovation. Correct? I cannot permit. That's your I will go to Bangalore, take permission from chairman special approval. So you should have actually violating rules. I am violating rules, but there is nothing called violating rules in this country. Precedents, no precedents. When precedents are violated, it is called violating. But precedents can be violated always taking a special, correct or not? Approval. That's why higher ups. A ticket examiner cannot do something, but chief ticket examiner is for what? Special permission, no? The other day, children were sitting on the ground. I met your chairman and I said, very bad. What is there for me if children sit? I said, very bad. All these infrastructure, great look, but children are sitting on the ground. The way they are sitting is also not correct. Yoga teachers also, I called all yoga teachers and said, never make people to sit on the ground. Have you seen traditionally people were made to sit with a palaka, wooden plank? So your seat has to be little up. I went to Ramakrishna Math. The pregnant women were being taught how to do yogasana by yoga teacher. I was called by Swamiji for some other meeting, but after the meeting I saw somebody was teaching. I cannot call that yoga teacher and say don't do this. I went back, evening I posted a video called how yoga people have to sit when they are practicing yoga. It's a big mistake. Whole India, if you look at it, the way yoga is being taught is actually the worst part. 6 months you learn yoga and then get a certificate Yogacharya. And my meditation master Swami Rama never called him as a Yogacharya. Because he says, I am never a Yogacharya. Even the greatest yogic masters cannot call themselves as Yogacharya. Because we have not learned, because yoga is not asana. Yama, I have to be non-violent. I can never be a non-violent person because at home I scold. This Shashi is not this. I am a different person with somebody else. No, that time I have to scold. Correct or not? We have different roles to play in this world. So Yama, Niyama. I am very disciplined, but I am indisciplined sometimes. Why? I like to sleep. Early morning waking up is discipline? Yes. If discipline is what I have to see, but then I cannot give a counseling to people who are in US because I sleep 2 o'clock midnight sometime. Yesterday both videos were processed and then only I slept. It took 12 o'clock. Correct? So it takes time. And I am disciplined. I am doing this job. When my son calls from US, one son is in US, another one is in Dublin. Should I attend to them, talk to them? It takes another half an hour for me. So that is more discipline. When somebody called me, I said, call me after 10:30 if you are awake. So the call went up to 11 o'clock. It keeps on going. So you cannot. So what do I like? Here I asked 8 o'clock, 8:15. So today 8:09 I was out. Yesterday also I asked you 8 or 8:15, I was perfect. I will be very punctual. But if given a chance, I like to sleep up to 10:30. So generally my phone at home, if there is no urgency, is off from 10:30 to 10:30. Morning you can never see my phone on. Because that's my personal time. I've decided, But sometime I know that there is some sense will come. I have to on and then see, I will see some requirement. Actually 3:30 I was not up. Yeah, yesterday was not. Yeah, you have to talk to your colleagues and find out what happened yesterday. He had a question. So, Yama, Niyama, Asana, everybody knows. Pranayama. Pranayama is what is being taught. But Hadayoga Pradipika I mentioned. Hadayoga Pradipika says, Pranayamena yuktena sarvaroga samaraha, ayuktabhyasa yogena sarvaroga samudbhava. If you know how to breathe, all your diseases can be cured. But if you don't know how to give good breathing practices, most of the diseases will come to you. So bad practice of breathing techniques creates a lot of troubles in you. Somebody asked me, can I practice yogasana, pranayama in Bangalore? I said, don't do it outside because outside is fully polluted. When you do like this, all pollution will go inside. So Bangalore cities are not a good place to practice any pranayama. Better silent breathing or put a mask and then do it. Because pollution is more, right? So yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara. Control your indriyas. When you control your indriyas, it is not controlling eye, controlling ear. Don't process it. I may see many things which I don't have to react. There may be very bad things happening, which is not my concern. Don't see that. Don't react to unwanted things. But where you wanted to react, react it. Where they will listen to you, react it. Got it? Pratyahara, dharana. You have to go inside you. Then dhyanam. That's it. Last is samadhi, which cannot be explained, which should not be taught. I am a meditation master from Himalayan tradition, but in my life, I never teach meditation to anybody. Meditation should not be taught. It is to be understood. It is to be attained. Can I teach you the taste of water? I can only give you water, right? The taste of water is in you. Meditation is like that. Samadhi is your actualization, your realization, which I cannot teach you. Understood? So all these are part of daily practices, which was non-violence had to be there, but limited. That need not stop you from killing a mosquito. Right? That should not stop you from arresting somebody. That should not stop you from scolding somebody when they are doing some mistake. You have a different. That dharma, that is part of dharma. Dharma also, individual dharma. Right? Then she was asking institutional dharma. So if there is a conflict between my dharma and the institutional dharma, you have to adjust because you don't have any other ways to eat. If I have some ways to eat, why should I carry you? I'll say go. I don't care you. I will start a different school by myself. My style I will start. That's what I do. Correct or not? Why are you succumbing to this and then say yes ma'am, yes ma'am? Because you couldn't become that ma'am. Correct? When you have that ability, why should you listen to somebody else?
That is possible only when the person is irreplaceable.
No, that's what I'm saying. You should reach to that level where your words becomes so powerful that people will listen to you. Got it? Anima mahima chaiva lekhima garima tata ishittum cha vashittum cha prapti prakashyameva cha. You become small when you have to become small. When you become so big when you want to become that. You have to show weight when you have to show that. Don't show weight when you want to show that. And capture people under you when you can. Surrender to somebody when you have to. These 6 qualities are called Manimadishta Siddhi. Vivekananda captured a lot of public. But when he goes to Ramakrishna, what he does? Will he show that I am the most powerful person? Surrenders. Correct? So you have to give respect wherever it is to be given. But see, Department of Space, we never call our chairman also sir. It's a great tradition which I was so blessed to be with the Department of Space. No? Sarabhai never wanted anybody to call him a sir. Kalam, nobody should call him sir. Because our department believes that I can call my director as Gopalan. We don't say Gopalan sir. Everybody is called by name. Even he is very senior to me. He is a chairman of ISRO. We call by name. And we object. We sit in meetings. I don't agree with you. I can tell chairman. Even I am a small person in the office. I can still say I don't agree with you. But once decision is taken, committee we will debate, fight, everything. One decision is taken, we will not criticize anywhere else. We are totally committed to it. Until the project is decided, we debate, we discuss. Got it? Then another beauty of Department of Space is assume that I have suggested something. And then say that chairman says, no, it will not work. I know it will work. Immediately chairman will say, you do it. It's your responsibility. Don't ask anybody else to do it. It's your responsibility. You are telling it will work, right? Full responsibility is yours. How much fun do you want? Take that full fun. It's yours. Everything is given to you, and you can grow big. Responsibility, not just suggestion. Got it? So these are all different type of management. That is different. There is no different discipline. These are all related to life. So how do you perform well? How do you do things in the best way? In a classroom also, you have been given a class. Your job is to make your children, don't handle them. I handle mathematics. I teach mathematics. Nobody can teach anybody. I can only give data and information. I can only write 3 plus 2 equal to 5 also I can write. I can make him to learn. But understand 2 plus 3 is 5 is his job. So actually teachers need not write. Teachers can dictate, give classes, students have to write like this. If somebody is not writing, that means they are not good teachers, not good students. Taking note and making note. 2 qualities. Take note, keep on writing. Because while writing, there is an instruction which passes through the whole body. Many indriyas become part of it. You are hearing, one indriya is active. While writing, definitely you are seeing it. Another indriya also becomes part of it. Except smelling, everything happens. Taste doesn't happen. But then taste and smell will become part of it if he has got a real taste in it. It's a taste of, right? Dal vada. What did I say? All of you have seen that dal vada now in your eyes, right? Did I show you that? Only word came. What happened to this indriya? Dal vada. Immediately you took dal, and that mirchi was also there. Correct or not? The last dal vada which you ate, half portion also will be there. Immediately taste also will come to you. All indriyas are connected. Who does this job? Brain is English. In the classroom you should teach only brain. But we are not in classroom now. We are in Bharatiya Sankalpa Shastra. Manas. Which is not there in Western science. So all indriyas are connected through manas. So where do you keep knowledge? Generally brain. When you teach, given to the brain. From where? From the textbook you take to your brain and give to brain. There is no liking, there is no passion, there is no interest, there is no love, there is no hatred. Where do you keep your mother? Brain. You know what will happen if you keep your mother in your brain? Then you see your mother next time. This is my mother. Because you have to think and reflect. Thinking happens when the data comes from the hard memory to the soft memory. Understood? The soft memory is in the software. The software is what is controlling indriya. Your dal vada was not in your manas, but it was in the brain. But immediately when I said dal vada, what you do? Download. But you don't have to do it when I talk about your mother. Immediately mother's picture will go. Right? So where do you keep your subject? Brain, generally. But teachers should keep it. Do you think Dr. TPS is telling all this, kept it in the brain and then started talking to you? Where is it coming from? My manas. It overflows just like this. Why? It's like a mother. I have passion. While driving, are you using buddhi to drive? Okay, now you are talking to your friend. You are going to your house, taking your friend. Will you think this is the way to go to my house? Or you just walk? Walk. Who is taking you there? Manas. Manas is controlling your feet, but not buddhi. Because it has become so routine for you. That is meditation. So your class, I have been tested with electroencephalography. Put a brain vibration chip when I am talking, when I am teaching. whether I am using the brain or not. It doesn't work. Because my knowledge is not from the brain, it comes from the manas. And when it comes from manas also you react sometimes. Manas is too much fluctuating, you react. But then immediately my Atma will say, you should not have told the levels. That's big, no mistake. Who will tell you? Your Atma will tell you. Correct? But then Bhagavad Gita, I was just quoting and saying, you should raise your Atma into your manas, into an Atma level so that you will never conflict with yourself. Most of our problems are, I myself is not happy. Because I wanted to do like this, but I did like this. Why? I don't know why I did this. Why I told this? That's because you have not raised yourself to spiritual. That means you have to polish yourself so much so that you become very spiritual. I have no demand at all. No demand. See, yesterday morning we were talking. It's so uncomfortable for me to be in a car without AC. That too in a city. It was full of pollution. But I don't want to tell that because Bangalore can be also enjoyed. But 3 vehicles I cancelled from Hyderabad. I want to go there. Malappuram came. Another fellow came, he lost his starting. Next fellow came, AC was gone. What do you do? Get irritated? What did they say? Let me enjoy. Then don't talk about that because I'm enjoying. Understood? Actually, yesterday morning when I was waking up, I had a severe back pain. I had 2 bad yesterday. I was literally touching on the ground. So much of problem. Because I am traveling after long days. Taxi was so bad yesterday. The first day, the appointment taxi was so horrible. Because it was late, he was also driving very fast. Lot of problems. But did I show you? I was absolutely not. Actually, I was not talking. I was so lucky when I could sit here and speak. Watch my sitting on the chair. I have to walk around and I was thought, it's a great, nice day. So what we should do? Accept the situation. So you are disciplined. That's discipline. According to situation, adjusting is. Am I objecting to the situation? No. Is it not adjusting? Yes. But is it with a big trouble? No. It's not a big trouble. Because I had much worse situations in my life. I was a small village, no electricity was not there, no current was not there. I'm used to all this. So any problem is not a problem. I enjoy it. Why do you go to Kailash? All trouble, no. Correct? Not tired also when I used to. You have to go public. A group of 20 people will be there, ladies and gentlemen. What do you do? You have no shame at all. You may be a senior officer here, but you have to go to Kailash public. Understood? Every ego should go. Then you get adjusted in any time, any style, which will not be a hard overflow. So discipline is not obeying something. Discipline is self-discipline. I decide my life is like this and take it like this. You create a discipline. Nobody asks me to answer all the WhatsApp. Nobody is asking me to record the process. Nobody is asking. It's my self-discipline. I do it. So discipline has to be there, which is self-discipline. My discipline is when I sit in my class, what? I take note. I have a lot of notes. You will wonder how I am doing all this class. You have to do all these are students. All these are students. Generally, the paper what you keep. See, all these are students. Understood? These are also Subhashita, this, that, and all. Why do I keep it? When I am in airport, when I am traveling, what do I do? And this is only some small time traveling. The books are much bigger. Your mind you talk me is also. Yes. If I go to a railway station receiving somebody and it is late, I have no problem. Immediately, this is good enough. Hours to the night language. Got it? Each one can be a sloka schema. So who has to be the two neighbors? There's no exception. So how do you make? Now Abhishek, who is the king of the forest? Who told?
English, British.
No. All the textbook story writers and all you will say. Why that storyteller did not declare fox as the king of the forest? Can you imagine looking at a fox? Will you feel like, oh, this is the. So who decided he is the king of the forest? Eh? Lion. Lion. Na Visheka ho, na Samskara ho. You will not understand. Simhasya kriyadevani Swayamajita Vikramajita Satyasya Swayameva Murgendraja. Utkuli Kakko Kalko Na Visheka ho, na Samskara ho. There is no function where lion is made as the king of the forest. Na Samskara ho, na Kriya ho, Simhasya Kriyadevani. As Simha as the king. Vikramarjita Satyasya. He decided, I am the king. You have a doubt, come in front of me, I will show you. Who says this? Lion himself. Swayameva Murgendraja. So how do you become a good teacher? You decide I will take your course. I will not obey this syllabus. Syllabus I obey. Curriculum I don't obey. Teaching methodology. Many stupid fellows in this world give you beautiful names and give beautiful certificates which has no value. I have no faith in all. Who has authority to certify this school is the best one? This school is this pattern. Yesterday I was saying CBSE best school. Who says CBSE best school? Just because you produce CBSE result, all will that become CBSE best school? CBSE is only understood. From you have children from here to here, the school is best only when maybe after 10 years, how many of your students after graduation got into civil service? My aim is not to make them 10th class, push them to 12th class. My aim is not pushing from 12th class to college, getting them to graduation. No, where should they go? Do you know there are colleges in Britain, America, some universities, Princeton University? One of them. And there is a parking place there. Parking for Nobel laureates only. What does it mean? Many Nobel laureates will come there. So they reserve the parking. Do you think you can keep a parking place reserved for Nobel laureates here? Why? Because you don't expect them to come here, right? They expect them to come there. So many Nobel laureates will come, they should not find difficulty in parking area. That means not what many will come. Therefore, reserved. Why? That institution produced that many Nobel laureates. So your institution will become great only when your vision becomes great. What is your vision? Vision is not creating 10 plus 2 full marks. Not a graduation admission. Vision is 10 of my students should become politicians. 10 of my students from this batch should become media persons. 10 of my students should become judges. 10 of my students become administrators. Because they are the earlier there was only 3 pillars. Now people added media also has become another pillar. They are the people who are ruling this school, right? So if I know one of them, they are my students, that means I am valuable. So you are not teaching normal cattles. Shashitaru's cattle class, normal, right? I remember Shashitaru when he was sitting. I told he has specs which connects like this. Have you seen this? That lecture. So I told, now don't tell the story to videos because you have been repeating it. I remember my life of love was giving to him. He finishes, he gives a poetry reading in 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Very fast. Very, very sharp. You know why he became sharp like that? The story? He had breathing problem in the childhood. So he could never go out and play. So all the time he was very close. So sometimes a problem can be a blessing. So what is required is your children, you should look at them tomorrow, they are going to be great politicians, great administrators. Don't look at them as children who are going to next class. Don't prepare your engaged children for going to next class. Look at them as great masters of the world. Then your whole class will become up. I told the children also, don't behave like your 9, 11-year-old boy, 12-year-old girl. You think you are at least 22 years old. Mature. So you treat them like that, they will also be good. So you don't have to be disciplined. Discipline is not making them. That's what I said LKG, UKG, grade 1, grade 2, grade 3 and all. They should shout. It's a place of differential. Most of them are in there. It's all hand. Pencil. The advantage is sometimes slokas are either told by you or maybe heard from somewhere. I found a lot of mistakes. So when I get the original one, I have to correct. That's it. That has become my habit. So lot of pencil I use.
So when students make noise, you should not bring us account to.
Why are they making noise? Because you are not entertaining them with a better job. I'll tell you, I take class for 6,500 10th class children at a stretch. Very close to that. 6,500 children. How do I make them disciplined? I don't speak Telugu also, and I have to communicate in Telugu. Some English, some Telugu, all in between. In between, I will go somebody else. Tell me the last sentence which I told. Who knows where I am going to do this? So everybody has to be. Write down. I used to show movies. I was telling you to show movies to your children. You know what do I do? I will show movie in between. I stop and then say, you come here. Last scene. Play. They have to act with that last scene. So how do they listen to the movie? They don't know when this fellow will come and ask me questions. Correct? It will become thrilling. Ask me. That's all. No punishment. If you don't know, and there are many other techniques. What I do is, I make class always keep shifting. I will not allow children to sit in the same style. You want them to pay practice? I want them. Less number of teachers who are difficult to do something. I want 3 smart teachers. See the Darji. They think that I am smart. Number of smart people. You understood? This is the problem.
They are all smart.
See, when I say smart, your job should be jump and down. You understood? That shows you are lethargic, you are lazy. I'll tell you one record is these are all being recorded. I am posting it as it is without editing to YouTube. Your students will see this. Now we are going to make 3 groups. Your group. Right? You call Gomori. Go and stand behind. Fast. No, only one. You sit there. I gave only chance of one. I said forward. You come forward. All of you come forward. Discipline. You stand behind because you are not alone. You have to be a follower. No matter. Our sister, Akka, Tai, Tamuru, whatever you are, Tata, Amma, anything. Okay. Why is somebody is a madam? Is Sonia Gandhi? There is only one madam in India because she is not from India. Everybody calls madam. At least you change here. Okay, good call. Again, Amma, Jodhima, Amma. Next, you get a chance. Selection See, it gives a lot of affection and delivery. Yeah. Now, if I ask you a question, you have problem. Why did you call the first and why did you call the last? Right? But in your class, you may be able to evaluate children, mix them like that, and then you sit in a three of you sit together in a male female group with whom you want to join. Which group? Yeah. Now you are in a group, you are in a group, you are in a group. Sit and make a problem. Tell me what is to be done. Three of you together. So there is a rule which says need to eat. Very close. There should not be a gap there. See, that shows discipline. You understand? I said together. Why there is a gap between this person different than the other person which is little far? It should not happen. So immediately somebody comes to make them to join. Here. Yeah. Pull another chair with them. Now you have some improvement which needs to be done in this system. Don't you think? Everything is perfect? Eh? What is wrong? Identify some wrong things and see. Don't say wrong things. I made many of my students to write an article when Vivekananda's 150th birthday, I released a book. The book is a beautiful title. Raising of India by the Rays of India. Raising of India by the Rays of India. From Hamirpur to Kanyakumari, my students asked them to write articles. I told them, don't write any negative sentence. That means India is not clean. How to make India cleaner? There is a positive aspect to that, right? So similarly, don't tell this is not done in the school. This is not good in the school. How that can be improved? Make some 10 points, each group, 10 points. Come on, fast. Right? Otherwise, what do you do? Always equipment. Your coolie fellow in the house is coming to equipment, right? You call the somebody to clean the garden and they come back and say, this is my asset, not your money. Your hand represents your teacher. And we keep all of us learning these things. Excellent. Excellent. Anything. I got actually more questions. I got a often show. I got it, but still there. Your brain is excellent. Because then brain also gets into a reading. Little better than you personally. My actor also will not like choose another so that's the my sister they keep asking over and I always Kerala road maybe it's 4,600 kilometers of fields. Where clusters of college teachers and I have got mentors navigation. How to teaching teachers how to they just ideas because they know much better. But best and system market before the session began, teachers asked the science teacher to explain the essence of that curriculum which she is going to deliver. Explain the way to and many other teachers these are the teachings and maybe because thinking more is difficult for every teacher I am preparing for this child because they are going to order so if they know medium then they can write otherwise the class teacher will not know who is going to be and they will not even read the class that can be places and teachers making them any teachers go pass and trigger every people passing questions and how do you connect your job and then decide which teacher is more active and then use art should be there you know that motivation this year you can somebody and best science best teacher because and that's what taking advantage and the person for graduate that's graduation. You're giving it as an example. Done? 2 minutes. Finish 2 minutes more. Tomorrow is make it alphabetical or some maybe absolutely use the list all the names of the table 30 columns 30 columns and there are scientific balance in the factors of habits. I Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you. Wait for this. Maybe it's but then I'm going to ask you what's the good? This is the last one. This is the body which so many comes. First day, third day, I want to make it change in those change. That's very important. Your habits will change. Character is the way you react to others. You will be different. All of the workshops is very different. Oh, this is how it should be. So these graduation is what the strategy is. Good enough. Get back. Back to seat. Back to seat. See, what do you do in your class? आचार्य मानव के पादम शिष्य सुने या पादम से ब्रह्मचारी किया पादम कार्य करना The delivery of content happens from Acharya. Acharya should practice in himself in his life. Experience teach is an Acharya. Delivers. What students should do? Write it down, think over that. Then Brahmacharya. Group discussion. Brahmachari is. Are you Brahmachari? Yes, sir.
No, sir.
You are not
Please tell exactly.
what do you say in you are a Kannadiga? How is your Kannadiga? And you? Udiya. Verb. Udiya. I do a consultancy on starting a new political party. I'm a consultant for starting. So, still IAS updated people joined to the. There was a Samruddha Odisha. My party was there, not a special party. I was doing a consultation, but last month I told them no, and now it will not come. Because BJP will not enter inside Odisha. Only in coastal area you can see Congress and Odisha is BJP is there. Inside is Patna. Nobody can take it. Now President came because they want to break, BJP want to break inside. Don't think BJP is very concerned about law and order. They want to see how they can break inside. So I said, now BJP is also coming. I told him, nothing will work. Don't waste your money. It's not a time. Maybe let them win election next Assembly. 2024 is coming to politics. Very active politics. Congress third in command is my classmate who studied together. Congress. Is Gunukova. He was the observer for Congress in Karnataka. Right? Is Gunukova is the relative. We studied together mathematics BSc in the same class. We played volleyball together. We were close friends. You can see many photographs. The other day, my Facebook will keep showing the previous year what happened. The other day, it was KC Gunukova. because I have this constituency to give seminar workshops and all. Odisha is a good place for every constituency, every place, because I worked there not physically but on political level. What do you say, married in Canada or you are good? You don't understand or what? So I asked you, what do you say? You are in Karnataka. Madhu? Tell me that I want from you. Madhu means what?
Marriage.
Don't translate. I am not asking translation. Madhu. What is Madhu?
Sweet. Madhu is that.
Madhu?
Yes.
You understood, right? He is not married. Sweet. Madhu means sweet, right? Madhu is what? Life sweetness in life is gone. And that is what you said. You are sweet. That is gone. Tell your husband, ask him. Madhu, yeah.
So generally we can say Madhu aggravates, but we cannot Madhu aapta ide we cannot say. Madhu aggravates.
Pelli is a beautiful language. Pelli is marriage.
So in Kannada what is it?
Madhu is accepted. Kerala also it is accepted. Vivaham is the Kerala word. But we don't use that word. Instead of, there will be some Kannada word which we are not using. Vivaham. Vivaham is a beautiful word. Your Vivaham is over. But don't say Madhu, because the Vivaham was a sweet thing. We added that, and these Tamil people polluted the whole thing. What do you say, Tamil? Kalyan means happiness again. Shubha Karyam is Kalyan, right? Kalyan. Very happy, you know what? So, I'll tell you, bachelor doesn't mean married or unmarried. What is the translation for bachelor in Sanskrit? Are you a brahmachari is what I am asking. Which subject you have brahmachari? I am a BSc in mathematics, brahmachari of science and mathematics, brahmachari of law in mathematics, BEd, brahmachari in education. Do you have a bachelor or not? Which subject? I am asking that only. I am not proposing somebody to you. Yes, I can ask so what you can say? Yes, I am a brahmachari in subject. I am a brahmachari in mathematics. You don't even understand the meaning of the certificate which you get. Understood? Are you brahmachari in mathematics? Yes. What is brahmachari in mathematics? My brain, my creativity, charana means movement, is moving in mathematics at least 3 years during studies. Then you become eligible to become masters. While BEd, I was a brahmachari in education. So my thought was only education. Poor vice chancellor without knowing give you a certificate.
Sanskrit brahmachari and English bachelor.
That is how it has been taken. Actually, the degree is given there because Bharatiya Shastram defined. Bachelor has to be given to people who spend their time fully thinking about it. And you are a student, that is why brahmacharya. Then what is doing brahmacharya in the ashram? Then grihastha, where your focus has to be family. doesn't mean you have to forgo the, just because you know driving, do you forget to keep up? You understand what I'm saying? So you can be a brahmachari in different subjects also. So my brahmacharya is nothing to do with the married and unmarried. Some people are brahmachari in plus. I am a brahmachari in plus also. What does it mean? I look at the car of this, that's a beautiful car, that's a beautiful car. Not that good, okay. When you take pictures, don't do that. Then everybody will be there, the other fellow will become there. Because these are called photogenic. It attracts colors. You take a camera and then you get that color will become. Peacock color, peacock. But everybody has peacock, you have this. You will be there. So you know that subject and you go inside and then you understand it is called a brahmachari. I am a brahmachari in cinema. What does it mean? I think about cinema, talk about cinema. So you are a brahmachari in maths means what? My brain is moving inside. It's always everything like. So you have to be a brahmachari in your subject. You also have to be a brahmachari in the place you are working. So you should keep on looking at what should I do to improve this. How do I do this place good? How do I make this place? This thought has to be done. Don't just do it when you are doing. For a person, it doesn't take much time. I am already listing all the things what I can do in my office. In my workplace, I know what is to be done. Write down all one by one, 10 suggestions. Now you tell me, what can be done to improve this? 1 point. What you discuss, don't tell everything. 1 point only you should tell. The rest of the people will say rest of the things. And don't repeat anything what somebody else says. So you are not looking at what to say. You know what happens in the schools when students are preparing. They will only prepare for what they have to say. So they forget and they don't listen to somebody else say. Now I am saying, you can say but nobody should repeat. Now, I have a chance to do. That means I am giving a preference. Now I will do random. How do I do random? Anybody who wanted to make a change, raise your hand and then speak. Now she has only 1 point. Now what she found, if you tell that point, she lost a chance. So the person who will tell first will get the first option. Now you lost that point which she wanted to tell. You will have to find another point. This is how you make volunteers. You will see in your class the dullest person will become most active. Because they have only 1 point. The active person has 10 points. So you tell me, what is the point?
For me, like, we have the habit of writing daily logs. Daily log means today day from 9 o'clock till 4 o'clock. What we have done in the school. So that we will write. So for my opinion, like when I am writing, it's 100%. I might write the right thing or just to fill in the space I might have. But when you learn as a child, there is no error at all because they will tell the truth. That is my opinion. My opinion.
So if there is something relevant, only do it. Otherwise, don't do your opinion job. That's what he says.
No.
See, I tell you, whenever you make a suggestion, how to implement should be your.
Yeah,
what you want is what you want.
Yeah, implementing is, see, when kids say then 100% relevant.
Okay.
What I have done.
So instead of teachers writing, I want the students
And I
to.
also have the feeling that they will ask the kids means I have delivered 100%. It comes from the third person. It not comes from
So
me.
you want not you to write.
Yes.
Tell somebody else to make. Oh, this is what the teacher has done. Something real. Anybody? Next.
Happy environment.
How do you make happy? See, India's happiness index is very bad, much worse than Pakistan. Do you know this? The world happiness index India with all this stupid yoga, meditation. India is not happy. Happiness comes only with napkins. Got it? Everybody like to have spray, right? A smell. At least you don't want bad smell. How do you make your campus the most fragrant campus? No. That is the solution which many people use. I tell you, back to the place, maximum jasmine bills. Why don't they have a beautiful jasmine bill? If I was in Bangalore and I have a campus like this, I will have jasmine. When I was executive director at engineering college, I told every student to bring one field scale hibiscus plant stem in their bag. And some children got 5 to 10. You know how many? One day 5,000 hibiscus plants was planted by DrTPS in the campus. Did you do anything? And you should see that after 10 years. Hibiscus is one without any maintenance it grows. I love hibiscus. Arabian rose, mother was a flower artist. Pondicherry. You should have beautiful jasmine flowers. As you enter the campus, you don't have to put spray. Tomorrow onwards you will take spray from here to office. Oh, you will smell jasmine. So environment is what, and that's what I said, don't use suggestions, use solutions. You should think next how to do this. One point, what can be done to do this, that's it. Don't add 10 things what you cannot do. Many things can be told, but nothing can be done. But one thing you can do is, in my home, I have got a 200-year-old house in Kerala. 18 years it was abandoned, nobody was using. As soon as I went to what it was full investment. Nearly 20-25 varieties are there. Nobody will, if anybody comes and takes plants also, it's a thing. Because let it go to different places. But don't cut them. Let it go. I do budding, grafting, everything. I love to do that. I am black and white. You can see Dr. TPS climbing coconut tree, black tree. I climb trees. One of my Kerala newspaper, Manorama, Sunday picture was I was climbing coconut tree and then became news. Yeah. Next.
Physical activity for teachers once in a week so that they will also give time to themselves.
How much time is it? 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Last will be physical activity. We will do it. Okay. Next.
Can I say in English?
You speak in Odia.
स्वार्थ स्वल्पम देशात्म स्वयं. It means बच्चों को ये भी सीखना चाहिए कि हमें देश के लिए क्या करना चाहिए. हमेशा हमारे सब्जेक्ट के अंदर.
How do you make it happen? This is what I said. Vision, action. Raising of India by the rise of India. Same concept whatever. What you can do to raise India? Ask them to write an article. Vision, action. What is vision? What is the dream which I have? What is vision? What is happening in the direction by different people? That means they will learn. And action is what I can do to something. Good. So how do you do these 4 things? Either you have to be in administration, or in politics, or in judiciary, or in media.
Actually, बच्चों को जो freedom fighters होते हैं, उनका कुछ stories होते हैं, तो उनके ऊपर कुछ ऐसे act कर सकते हैं.
I told you have to show some documentary at least sometime. And just don't show documentary. After that, ask them to write an article and then submit and give some prizes. Ambedkar movie. Do you know who acted? Mammootty acted in Ambedkar movie. It's a beautiful movie, Ambedkar. Vivekananda's movie. And there are a lot of motivational movies. I was talking about the lift up. Teachers, I remember in 2018, January 6th, I had 98 principals from Delhi. And what I spoke, my focus was how movie can be shown in classrooms to influence students. So a lot of movies were caught up. I don't know whether you have seen, teachers have to see many motivational movies. Chalk and test have. Look at, I don't have to give the names. Look at teachers' motivational movies. Different languages, there are beautiful movies. And there is one beautiful movie where headmistress changing school in Tamil Nadu. Which is that? I must have seen at least 10 times. I am a movie lover. You go on see. Every Saturday no. Otherwise I have seen Hindi included. Every series. Yeah, somebody else. See, so many points you mentioned, right? You could do it every year. That's what. Next question. One example. This is a generic thing. Don't give any suggestion generic. What? One example. Example. How are you going to do? These are all generic statements. Okay, now all of you turn your hands. Now I told you all of you turn your hands like this, right? Don't change your hand. My which hand is inside? My left hand is inside, right hand is in the front. Yours, she did it like this. Which hand is inside, which hand is outside? Why? Did you do like this? Now you change this. Now I am doing like this. You change this. Are you comfortable? Yeah. So what people do, I give this an example. What people do is what is comfortable. Even if I ask you to show like this, you will do like this. I can do both. So easily I will do both. Why? I do this exercise. So this is the way you change your attitude. Correct? You can have all the such thoughts. I wanted to give an example. Yesterday I was telling you, how many of you were there in the class when I was doing this? Correct? Your buddhi testing I was doing. You try this. Keep it like this. Go down. See pointing finger to pointing finger touch. Are you able to do this? Yes. Look at it. Now take it back. Look down. 0. When I am saying 10, it should touch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 only it should touch. Don't adjust. Once it is crossed, you have adhibuddhi. Less buddhi. Some people don't get it. 8, 9, 10. 10 also under doing touching again. So 10 it should. Some people will get this. There is a 9-inch less buddhi. I say some people are bakar. It will not go here. It goes here. You see, my own finger doesn't know my other finger goes. Why is it difficult? Because we don't do it every day. What we do is our practice. So children need to make them to understand if I have to make it. I have to wake up at 4 o'clock. Yes. My biological clock is set for 4 o'clock. But we are basically lazy because we have got a I told you fluid mechanics. We will not pour acid to it. We will think. Our blood is viscous. Viscosity is too much. So what do you do? You always like to speak in that posture. You are active, you like to be active. When you are impressed, you like to be impressed. That's all fluid mechanics in your body. So all of a sudden changing is not that easy. You need lot of training and practice. So you have to make it as a daily practice. You can do it in the classroom. Even holding the finger like this, hold your finger like this and stretch it up. No, don't you do this at home? When you just feel upset. Don't stretch like this. You allow the children to do. Make them to do. Don't allow them to do. Got it? Clapping is good. These are your legs. These are your hands. This is your head. Clapping with the knowledge that I am shaking my head, shaking my legs, shaking my body. When you clap, you feel so much of energy. So it's must, right? Making them do. And you should also ask your children. As soon as your class is over, close it before 10 minutes and then student to come and tell what did I teach you. Higher classes it can be done. You finished your science class? Tell me. Random. You should give every student one chance. You must remember you are telling this thing. Recording somewhere. So that everybody is taken care of, but not in a sequence. Okay. Change the seat of children every now and then. Random. Make the last bench to come. See today what happened? Everybody was sitting in the second row. So what did I do? I took the first row and kept it. I cannot change it, but I can change the seat. This to be done somewhere. So you have to be very active in the class. The way you go, you are active in the class. Children also do. Don't look at the board and write it without speaking. Other method is you can make any of the students to come and then write when you are speaking. They have to prepare and then come to the class. Suppose I am teaching cell. You know in the chapter there is a picture like this. You speak, somebody has to. I told you, you play a documentary. You can see the Google, find out that there is a YouTube program. Play that YouTube program. Mute the voice. Ask them to give the description. In between, unmute it. Exactly, it should coincide with that sound. Make every student to do this. What are we teaching to children? School education. This is called the, what is the Telugu, what do you call it? School? Vidyalaya. Common word is Vidyalaya. Correct? What is the college called? Kalashala. Kalalaya. This is Vidyalaya. Here you are teaching Vidya. Realize it. In college, what you are teaching? Kala. It's an art. Science is also an art. What is the university? Sarva Kalasha. So connecting to the world is happening here. Masters. So if you are a master, you should know how it is connected to the world. If you are a bachelor, you should know how to make science is also an art. Mathematics is an art for you because if you are a bachelor, BSc or BA, it doesn't matter. That's very less important because BSc psychology is there, BSc economics is also there. In Bharatiya Shastra, dance is also a science, not a Shastra. But BA dance only will be good. So don't look at what new degree is coming BA or BSc. Traditionally, mathematics also is called Kalashala, Kalalaya. Mathematics is also an art. So teaching is an art, learning is an art, and you all have it. So your job is with that art you are teaching Vidya. What a great concept they had in the system of knowledge and naming. So your class has to be a art is what people appreciate and enjoy, right? So math class has to be like an art, entertainment plus education is called education. So your class is not education. Don't teach. Educate. Sometimes knowingly you can make mistakes also to check whether the students are noticing it. I do that most of my classes when I do that, you know. Then go wrong. That courage which children have, you are the best teacher. If they are not telling, you should change yourself. You are a user's petty. That's what it is. You know what is petty? Eh? What do you say? Telugu ala kada? Ekkada nunchi? Nenu Telugu ala. Teliyada? Ekkada nunchi? Hyderabad. Telangana. I am there last 30 years. నేను తెలుగు ఈనాడు పేపర్ చూడడం సండే సబ్జెక్ట్ big response. Either on Sunday and if you come, you know how many people will respond. That's what morning I was telling you. You put your name in the email when you come. One day on paper comes, this many people will respond. From America. Telugu, one of the advantages of Europe. When I went to America, the whole host was Telugu. They host people so much.
Second largest.
And they love people. Guntur, every village to village. I've got a song, all the Telugu districts, Andhra Pradesh districts. Tirupati, Chittoor. And when I was writing this poem, Hyderabad was in the center, Rengareddy district was around. Rengareddy Kadupulo Bhagyanagaram. It was like inside the Rengareddy building, Bhagyanagar. Bhagyanagar means what? Abad means what? Abad means what? Hyderabad. Muzaffarabad. Maiduguri. You know what all the Muslim invasion did? Every city they put the name, either Maiduguri, Muzaffar, Maiduguri, Muzaffar. Daulatabad, lot of money made by dollars. Ahmedabad, made by Ahmed. Was it made by Ahmed or Ahmedabad was there? It was there long back, right? Only 2-3 cities did not change it. One is Varanasi. It was a traditional old city, which was called Kashi. Later became Varanasi. Which is center of India? This is Uttar Pradesh. This is Kerala. Correct? Where in Madhya Pradesh? Madhya Pradesh is a big place, right? Where in Madhya Pradesh? Where is the focal name of India? I'll give you a clue. Let me check. Bhopal is something like that. There is a beautiful temple there with all the dance forms in a Khajuraho. Do you know the name of that Khajuraho traditional old name? Under his name there is a Kama Sutra. Who wrote Kama Sutra? Kama Shastra, Kama Sutra, who wrote it? The first textbook of India, Kama Shastra, Vatsyaya. Heard this name? That is Vatsyayana's place. And that place was called Vatsyapura. That's called Vatsyapura because Vatsyayana was there. And what is in Vatsyayana's imagination of all the dance postures, sex postures? You can see everything inside the temple statues. Every world people will come and visit. That may be one of the largest visitors tourism place in India. Many people come from different parts of the world because any posture in which you can see there is a statue. Any dance posture, yoga posture, you take a picture and then come there, this statue. Full of different forms. And that is the center of India. Okay, Lenga was part of India. Lenga Vatsyapuryanandi Dhaneshwara Sudarayan. You put one stick in Lenga and another stick in Vatsyapura. Tie one thread, Deshamudayani. That is what is called the Greenwich Meridian of India. When did you had, you know, Greenwich is in London, England, right? Before those Greenwich came, India had a Greenwich. Center of India was that Lenga, Vatsyapura, Dhaneshwara Sudarayan, put a Surya, and then put a thread there. Deshamudayani. Time, that is where our time center of India is. Before IST came, millions of years back, this was there. gain knowledge. Connect sometime to India. Look at it, Google it. Ask your children one thing like this and ask them to Google. Now, what assignment? When you go to class, you want to write about a jar. Ask a question. Which is the star which is closest to Earth? Wrong. Google it, doesn't answer given. It's not given. Star means immediately we forget sun. Correct? If you Google also this name only we know. But next is not what I am asking. Correct? Understood? One day what you should do is your chemistry teacher or physics teacher, maths teacher, different teachers. With the different subject question, you go to the class and then ask one question. Everybody, students will look at you and say, I don't know what tomorrow teacher is going to ask you. Will it not be interesting? Then give something extra. Nobody stops you, right? That will be relaxation, doesn't mean physical only. Understood? You wanted to do some break. The break can be this. And ask your children to get some questions like this and ask in the class. And then reward them. Good enough. Some motivation is good enough. And you have to have a chart, ask them to give some marks. Not necessarily LKG students have star mark and black mark. Everyone can have, right? At least you can have a chart. Now, all of you keep your all the luggages here. Push the chair back. Fast. Action should be repeated. Keep it on the chair. Keep the chair both sides. I want the center people. Yeah, fast. Chair up. Clean the front center space. Clean the center space. Yeah, come. Make a circle. Make a circle. Hold your hands. Make a circle fast. Why are you standing here? You should go and make a circle fast. Done fast? Yes. Now cross your hands. And then hold the hands. Now see that without leaving your hand, you come back to the original position like this. No. Yeah. You understood the way you are holding in the beginning. But you are all reverse. I don't want like this. I want you to be looking inside and standing out. Okay, now stop. Now you come here. Only make it two people together. You come here. Only two. You come here. Two. Make your pair fast. Make two people together. Only two. Hold it like this. Now turn it and then make it just normal. Check. I don't want like this.
We are holding like this.
Hold it like this. Yeah. Try. Cross it like this. No. Remove your hands. Cross it like this. Hold.
Cross. It should be cross.
Yeah, cross. No. She did not cross. I want her also to be cross. Hold. Remove your hands. Cross it like this. Hold.
Same direction.
Yeah. Now make it. Finished. No. Okay. Now three of you join together. Okay, now three of you join together, four of you join together. You come, the cameraman, come here, join here. Cross, 3 or 4. Yeah, try this. What can be done? Do the same thing, again, try. Yeah, try during the lunch time. You give me 100 people, I will do it. Tap like this. That's a trick. Do it. Try. You will learn the trick. 3 of you try. No. I want circle in the normal style. Again, once again. No. I once again go back.
I'm back on.
No. Remove your hands. Do it like this. Yeah, do it. Very simple.
Done.
Finished?
Winners.
Now 3 is simple, 4 is difficult. Now all of you come together. You move. You come together. All of you come together. Fast. Hold. Cross. Hold. Now just listen to me. Okay? Don't move. Now just turn left. All of you turn left. Don't complicate. Simple, right? Now you have hundreds of. Don't leave your hands. Hold it tight. Your hands. No chance. Now you lift. Move. Turn. You stay there. Now you come through. You stay there. You come through this. Hold up. Allow them to go like this. Yeah. Allow them to go there. Allow them to go there. 100,000 children also can do it. This is a trick. This is the only method to solve. Only 3 people they have done. But multiple people you cannot do this.
Should have given us a chance.
Understood? So solving a problem, multiple people putting together everybody's brain, no solutions will come. Now if you don't listen to me, finished. If you don't follow the order, finished. Cannot solve. How do you learn this? If there is time, I will say 3 do together, 4. Immediately you will learn this technique. It is nothing new. You will start inventing the technique. Okay. When I asked you to cross, they found, oh, there is a different method. One hold like this, other hold like this. Simply you can do. But everybody does like this. Again it becomes a complicated. So solving problems are tricks. So learn trick. Don't do hard work. Do smart work. Good enough?